moment that we actually do the request with the Government of India for curcumin percentage labeling. So we have now almost 40 people. Yeah, very interesting. We have even people from Manipur today. Hey, Mr. Lai, welcome to the webinar. So very interestingly, like last time we could not get too many participants from Northeast. We're very glad that Dr. Subhash Bhattacharjee and other people to get a lot of people from Northeast. Similarly, we are also getting people from Andhra Pradesh, Telangana, Maharashtra, Orissa also. So a lot of interesting things we are going to discuss today. Swapnilji, are you there? Yeah, I'm yet to see some of the farmers from Maharashtra. So we have Sheikh Tasif, who is a well-known trader as well as a processor from Andhra Pradesh. He has joined. Similarly, we are expecting Ambika Tripathi ji. He is joining from Dr. Reddy's Foundation, Bihar. In fact, they're supporting a lot of farmers in Bihar for the cultivation of turmeric. We have Sundaram Seshadri ji. Yeah, now it is almost 50. So I think we can start now. Yeah, what we will do this time, like earlier we used to discuss. So we will give it to Northeast because they are one of our remotest farmers. So we would like to hear Lai. Can you please tell what exactly you are doing in Northeast about turmeric cultivation and which varieties you grow? Hello, Mr. Lai.
Hello.
Yeah, you can talk.
Sir, you say something. You asked me to speak or anything because
Yeah.
I cannot hear you.
Yeah, we have basically asked you to speak so that people across the India understand that what exactly you do in Manipur in terms of turmeric cultivation.
Okay. First, let me introduce myself.
Yeah.
I'm Lal Vaipe from Churachandpur, Manipur. I am the chairman of NISIT Spice Organic Farmer Producer Organization, which is supported by NABARD. This year we have started cultivation of turmeric. We have started with 50 farmers, wherein minimum 2,000 kilos per farmer. So total we are having 300 farmers. We are committed to improve the number of farmers in the coming next year to at least 200 farmers. So today, marketing perspective, as well as how to have a quality cultivation of turmeric, the quality aspect, as well as the how to take care of the turmeric in general. So we are operating in the remotest part of the country. At the border next is Burma, Myanmar. So mostly we operate in the virgin land. For example, we are cutting the forests which are like 13 years old. and burn them. So we don't need fertilizer, chemical or bio. We don't need anything as such. It is already fertile land by nature. So I'm expecting a lot to hear from the respective resource persons today. Thank you so much, sir.
Yeah, thank you very much, Ms. Lai. So we have other people joining. My sincere request, kindly mute other participants so that all of the people can hear each other. So it is very important that we understand what exactly others are talking. So to give clarity what exactly he's talking. So they are actually running a farmer producer company, and through their farmers in Churachandpur district of Manipur. So they have been encouraging the farmers to do turmeric cultivation and organic farming by using Laktang varieties. Of course, they also do ginger and other things. So this is the brief from our Northeast friend. So next, we would like to hear from Subhash ji. Today he is going to sensitize all of us like why exactly this particular organic farming is very important in our turmeric. So that is the very important thing. So I am making host so he can even present if he has anything. Otherwise, Subhash ji will last time requested that this time he will discuss one-to-one so that we can have questions.
Well,
yeah.
Good evening, everybody.
Good evening, sir.
We have Mr. Lal. We also have Mr. Ravis from Meghalaya, who will also speak to you on this. Hello.
Yeah, we can hear.
What I was telling you that last time I had already given a presentation.
Yeah.
So I thought in this second series, instead of giving a presentation, let me tell in general how the situation is. All of us know, since it's the turmeric second session we are talking.
Yeah.
All of us know, friends, that India is the largest producer, consumer, and exporter of turmeric in the world. And our turmeric is considered to be the best in the world market because of high curcumin content. And the country accounts for about 80% of the world turmeric production, while 60% plus is exported. The market is expected to be valued at more than $1,300 million US by the end of 2025-26. But probably the present situation of COVID-19 has given more importance to turmeric, like some more other immune boosting products. And probably we presume the market will grow extensively throughout the forecast, whatever has been made will also grow further. Coming to the curcumin content in Northeast, I mean the point in which I should share. I was just wondering to share with all of you, and my Northeast friends also will agree, that the organic spices from the Northeastern states are poised to hit a global market in a big way. And we already know Spice Board is promoting the overseas market for spice like large cardamom and Lakadang turmeric of Northeast, which are said to be grown organically. One thing I want to highlight here to everyone who are in that discussion today, the spices grown in the Northeast are naturally organic and not by design. Already Mr. Lal has told you that because of no pesticide, no fertilizers are used in the region, they are naturally organic and they have high quality. And as a result, it can be exported easily in compared to any other parts turmeric in the country. I just want to quote our ex-chairman, Mr. Jaitilak Ji's word. He used to very often tell, USP of the Northeast spices are outstanding quality. And I believe friends who are attending today, you all of us agree that really the USP for the Northeast spices are that outstanding quality it is. And in today's world of a demand-driven market where consumer is the king, as we always say, our naturally grown turmeric have its real value. And probably it is high time that B2B is all right, and we should also come for B2C, particularly for those product lines which are growing abundantly in this part of the country as naturally organic and also certified organic. To add on few sentences here, some more in the very initial slot. Northeastern region offers great potential for large-scale cultivation of many spices, all of us know. And in terms of the area, our turmeric is the third largest crop in the region. Mostly Lakadang and Megha varieties are giving the higher yield and better quality, extensively grown in the Northeast.
All over India.
And many of you must be knowing that ICAR Barapani had organized trials in Sikkim, Mizoram and Tripura and other states of Northeast. And there is a proven fact that Mega and Lakadang yield curcuming is never less than 6.5. Lakadang, wherever tried beyond Meghalaya, Jayantia Hills, where in the last presentation I have told you how the mission has started and all that. The highest curcumin in Mega and Lakadang is almost every part of the Northeast. Only the biggest challenge faced by our turmeric growers in the region is lack of premium price to the produce. And I want to take this platform of yours to share with you that we are really making a good quality turmeric like any other spices and fruits. But the challenge of our farmers are that they are not getting premium price. So anybody who are dealing in or working on turmeric business and all that can come forward and deliver it with us and see that how best we can help you in sourcing turmeric, and the farmers in turn should get a good value. And one more thing I want to add, the most post-harvest losses of almost all the farm produce of the regions are really high in compared to across the country. This is mainly because the near zero facility for their handling, processing and value addition. Near zero, why I am talking? Because wherever scanty product processing and value addition happening, but it does not really cover all the parts of Northeast because we have pockets production in pockets, as I told last time. So the problem of post-harvest losses is happening due to near zero facility of the handling, processing, value addition and packaging. Above all is the lack of organized marketing. Am I audible, sir? Hello? Hello?
Yeah, you are audible, sir. You are audible.
Okay, okay.
Yes,
The
you are
irony,
audible.
it is a really irony that though the region produces best quality turmeric, even ginger, pineapple, etc., there are few processing units in this region, and in compared to Kerala or Pan India, Andhra Pradesh, where you are talking to, and Northeastern region varieties are really rich in curcumin and oleoresin content. And my personal request to all of you in the forum here, we should be able to offer farmer a premium price, maybe by setting up some processing units in various parts of this region with the help of our entrepreneurs and industry people, and ensure that the region's production, whatever is being happening, can get a big slot to take forward. In case many of you who have already seen my presentation last time, I don't need to again give a presentation on that particular turmeric line. But I am here today. Anybody has a doubt, we can discuss and find out how best the Northeast turmeric, which has got the highest curcumin, which has the best oleoresin part, can be better utilized, and the farmer producer companies, farmer producer organization, and the farmers who are producing this can get a platform to market their products and do some processing. Thank you, Dr. Krishna, to kindly help the Northeast to grow more. We have quality, only we lack in some sort of context and network. Please help us. Thank you so much, friends. Hello.
Sir, please make me the host so that I can admit some more participants and announce the next speaker.
You are already host, right?
No, sir. I have given it to you. I have given it to you, sir.
Okay, then what I have to do now?
You have to make me host back.
What do I do then? Tell me.
Here you can see, sir, like you click on the right side, so that on my screen, right to be like that, you can see turmeric B2B. There you can see
Okay.
mute. Then you click this right button and then say make host.
Is it okay?
Yeah.
Is it fine?
Yeah,
Is
it
it
is
fine?
okay. It is okay.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, we have some other participants also joining. So we would like to hear now from other participants.
Mr. Ravish is there, huh?
Yeah.
From Northeast,
I'm
one
not able to see,
more
sir.
MD
Actually,
of the FPC has come.
has he kept any computer name or something?
SR, I think. ACER.
Oh, okay, okay, okay.
He is there in the name ACER. I have seen him.
Yeah.
Got him? Mr. Ravista is there.
Mr. Ravisha, can you please take it forward? Hello.
I saw him just now.
No, I think there might be some network problem. He's not visible, sir.
Okay, okay.
Okay. Otherwise, we have today Mr. Hardik Shah. So,
Please.
yeah. Sir, I think you are yet to make me host, sir.
I've already made here.
You click on my this thing.
Yeah, I put your click on your distance.
Because I am unable to make him.
Is it okay now?
1 second, sir.
Or I'll do one thing. I'll leave the room and again come back.
Yeah, yeah.
I do that?
Yeah, that's okay. Yeah. Yeah, Mr. Hardik Shah, you can take it forward. Sir, I think you have to unmute. Mr. Hardik Shah, you have to unmute your. Oh, sir, not visible, not audible.
Not audible.
Yeah, now it is okay.
Now it is audible.
Now it is okay.
It is audible. Okay.
Yeah.
Good evening, gentlemen. Good evening, ladies. Greetings. I hope everyone is safe there. I hope amidst Corona, we all are safe at home as well as in our farms and the business entities. I would like to introduce myself. I am Hardik Shah. I belong to Shah Ratan Sikh Khimji and Company. We are a 5th-generation family business into processing and trading of turmeric since 1931. It's been 89 years that we've been involved with all kinds of turmeric based out here out of Sangli. We have offices out in Nizamabad, Erode, and now we have set up base in Nanded, Basmat, and Hingoli. So in the Marathwada and the Vidarbha area of Maharashtra, where turmeric is considerably grown for the last 4 to 5 years, being now accounted as one of the biggest cultivator areas of India, predecessing Nizamabad. So we procure turmeric from all parts of Maharashtra and northern Karnataka. And supply and process them. We make powders, we make polished fingers, we do the grading and sorting, and we supply turmeric to extraction companies as well. On the onset, I was invited for this seminar with regards to the difference in value addition and the value chain from farm to fork. So we being a part of the trader community, wherein we are commission agents to sell the farmer materials here in the market, as well as so we have farmers in Sangli coming all over from Sangli and Satara districts of Maharashtra, have farmers from Nanded, Basmat, Hingoli, Washim, Parbani. We have farmers from Jalgaon right up to Burhanpur in Madhya Pradesh. And we have farmers in North Karnataka of Belgavi and Bijapur districts, and farmers from Sadashipet and Vikarabad districts that get their materials here to Sangli to sell. Certain farmers from the Metpalli, Golapalli and the Nizamabad districts of Telangana and Andhra Pradesh also get their materials here to Sangli to be sold. Sangli, strategically located, which is 400 kilometers from Mumbai and is known for its Rajapuri variety of turmeric. Now, Rajapuri, which gives 3 to 3.5% curcumin to an average variety and 4 to 5% curcumin. We also have a BSR2 and BSR3 seeds that are developed, which we have a turmeric research institute here in Sangli, and they are doing excellent work with regards to the new seed varieties and developing those varieties, giving it to farmers. And the yield per acre of finished polished fingers also ranges from 2.5 to 4 metric tons per acre. So almost all varieties that are, even if not grown, but sold in Sangli with regards to the turmeric. With regards to processing, we have around 45 to 50 processing units here in Sangli, and we have around 85 cold storages, 4 central and state government warehouses, and private warehouses where turmeric can be stored. Sangli is also very famous and known for storing of turmeric below the ground, underground in pits. So this used to be like inverted funnels wherein you don't need a cold storage or a warehouse to store turmeric, but you can store it as it is for a period of 4 to 5 years at 0.10% of the cost of storage of turmeric as compared to a cold storage. When we are talking about, so we had a discussion with regards to the conversion of raw turmeric to fresh raw turmeric to finished dried turmeric, its polishing, its grinding, finally selling to masala manufacturers or other limited companies or private limited companies, and then they repacking it and branding in their own brands. So here, when we are discussing about the value chain, I would like to inform certain points that we as producers or as a consumer and a trader would be looking forward from the farmers. I hope we have a couple of farmers and farmer producer companies, FPOs and FPCs here on the forum. So mainly, I think it is all about getting the right produce. So it's not only about curcumin based, because curcumin based turmeric growing and variety is one of the things that is now in demand from the export market as well as from the domestic market. Apart from this, we are also looking at good color, flavor and aroma. Now, having a good polished turmeric, which is in the dried form, or even consumption of raw turmeric has been doing good since couple of years. We have a dehydration unit wherein we are converting raw turmeric into the dried, into this washed, processed, sliced and dried form of turmeric. When we talk about dehydration, it's an GMC, GHP and HACCP certified facility, wherein using all the latest technology, we are converting fresh turmeric in the machines inside the factory in a clean and bacteria virus free environment to convert it into dried turmeric flakes and hence into a fine powder which passes through 100 mesh BSS standards. So this is about what we are doing and what Sangli is with regards to turmeric. Sangli generally has a crop of around 15 to 18 lakh bags. Because of the floods of last year, the crop this year would be around 20% less. The overall Indian crop scenario this year would be around 90 lakh bags of 50 kgs for dried turmeric and the carry forward stock of 20 to 25 lakh bags of the preceding year. So overall supply to this year would be around 110 lakh bags of dried turmeric of approximately 50 kgs weight. And apart from this, the supply, the demand for India for the year 2020, the domestic demand is around 65 to 70 lakh bags for your dried turmeric and 18 to 20 lakh bags for exports. We believe that the demand for exports for turmeric with regards to medicinal usage would go on increasing as the years pass by because of its antiseptic, antibacterial, now maybe even and also the anti-diabetic and anti-carcinogenic properties of turmeric. So for going ahead, I would like to, like we discussed earlier, I would like the session to be more of a Q&A session, wherein I would be happy and welcome people to ask for questions, and I would be happy to answer them. Thank you. Hello. Hello.
Yeah. Hi, Hardik.
Hello, Mr. Hardik.
Hello, sir.
Yeah.
Actually, we are just awaiting this Subhashji to make me host back so that I can add some more participants, and we will go to the next speaker. Yeah. Thank you. So we have now a lot of people joining. So after Hardik ji, so then Subhash ji, we have, yeah, it's very interesting. Like we have now people from Uzbekistan also. So they just joined. So they are making basically the eco fabrics. Like in the last webinar, those who have not participated, Dr. Pushyamutra Joshi, he has presented us about this eco fabrics made with turmeric as well as then other like pomegranate mix. So like that, we have various applications by using turmeric. So we will actually now go to the next participants.
English here only.
Yeah, I request remaining all to keep it mute. Otherwise, it will be a lot of noise. So Swapnil Kopate, if he has come, or like Dr. Dhavle, if he has come. So Tausif, would you like to say something?
Hi, sir. Hi, everybody.
Yeah.
Can you hear me, Krishna, sir?
Yeah, we can.
Okay, sir. I think you might have to remove your virtual blur background because we're not. I mean, you're not visible to us. So.
Oh, yeah, I will remove that. I will remove that.
Yeah. Okay. So I think first of all, thanks, sir. I think for creating this forum. It's really nice that a lot of thoughts, insights around how to help the farmers from traders' perspective, from processors' perspective has been played here. Just to give an introduction to the group here, I am based out of Kadapa, which is actually a town in Andhra Pradesh. So we have a mandi here in Kadapa. So we are traders. We have our own mill here, like Hardik mentioned, right? Like we have a unit which does this polishing and. Sorry, sir. Okay. So as I was saying, right? So I have a a unit here which does polishing and powdering in Kadapa. So we are ideally supplying to several retailers here in Andhra Pradesh. Ideally procuring material from the Kadapa mandi, Kadapa variety. And of course, we also tend to buy material from some of the places like Basmat, Hingoli, even Nizamabad a lot to supply to the retailers predominantly in Andhra and a few of them in Telangana region. Okay, that's about us. In fact, I would be happy to just share across my flipbook or just a brief intro about what we do. It kind of talks everything about what we do as the company. That's about me. And talking about some of the things that from the farmer's perspective, I would say I'm still trying to understand as to why turmeric pulp is slightly cheaper than the turmeric finger. And what I tend to realize is turmeric pulp it's, what do you call the niceness of it is lesser than that of a finger. Okay, so this is something that I'm trying to understand. So if you guys have some thoughts around it, I'll be happy to listen to it. So Krishna, sir, that's about me. Anything else, sir, you want me to talk about? I'll be happy to share.
Yeah, you can you were asking last time the questions paint powder, where exactly people use.
Yes,
This
yes.
kind of,
No, one of the requirements that we have been getting a lot from some of the, what do you call this, B2B portals, right? Portals India, Traders Mart, and things like that, is the requirement for turmeric spent. So, I've been trying to understand that. I do have few pictures to share around it. I don't know if I have it right now handy. One sec, let me just quickly check if I have it. Turmeric spent. I think I shared that with you as well, right, sir?
you can otherwise start your video.
Yeah, I can show my video. Sure. One sec. Can you see me?
Yeah, you can.
Okay, good. So I'll just turn the light.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So I don't have the image with me, but that was one of the key requirement that is coming up from several people here, asking for turmeric spent. I was trying to understand what it is, how that's been done, and why there is so much of demand for it, and things like that. Okay. Anything else, sir? Krishna, sir, you want me to talk about?
Yeah, now since you are from Kadapa, if you want to talk about the turmeric prices, how they are, like which varieties at what rate they're selling, so that people will have
So to be
market
frank,
rates. Market rates.
Sorry, sir.
Market rates.
I missed you there. What is it?
Market rates of the turmeric in Kadapa market.
Turmeric. Okay. See, I think the good thing that I've seen recently in the past 2 months is government is taking few initiatives to benefit the farmers, especially in Andhra region. So where they're trying to procure the material for fairly higher price. To be frank, I mean, so that means that they are charging about 68 rupees 50 paise, I believe, for per kg, but they're only willing to acquire some 30 quintals or something. That's from Kadapa. So Kadapa point of view, it's really lesser because I am fairly new to this business. I know I was for the past 12 years I have worked in multiple multinational companies. It was my father who was just handling this business, and I was I came in to just help him out, and now I'm going to be full-fledgedly working as part of his business and things like that.
Hello. So there is no sound.
Tausif, we cannot hear you. One second.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can.
Okay, good. So I don't know where I lost you. Yeah, what I was saying was, I'm a second generation entrepreneur, right? It's my father who was handling it. So past 12 years, I've been working in several IT companies like IBM, Wipro, and things like that. So I recently pitched in 1 month back, helping my father in his venture, to expand his thing. But what I was telling also was that with whatever knowledge that I have, turmeric, the price range has been between 49 to even 60 rupees from the conversations I've heard, in the past 1 year. And the people who tend to buy our Kadapa material are mostly from these regions because it has different colors, like Hadik was mentioning, right? I think people they are used to certain colors and things like that. But I have not seen anybody from, I don't have customers from north or east or west region, purely because of the curcumin content, I suppose. The curcumin is higher there, and the quality is also higher. So I don't think I have not seen, but yeah, that's. But I think it's much cheaper than the Salem variety that is there in, say, like Rajapuri variety or things like that. I mean, my father can explain you on the commercials point of it, like what is what, how is what, and things like that. But yeah, that's about us, So, anything on the Kadapa, turmeric point of view, we will be glad to help, because we are, predominantly regarded as one of the most trustworthy and someone who is being the leading supplier, especially in Andhra, and especially in Andhra region. So, Abu, kuch bolna hai? So that's about us, sir. So, any other details that anybody would like to know, I'll be happy to share.
Yeah,
And
sure.
yeah, so any questions, anything that I can
Yeah,
answer?
actually, we have asked the people to write their questions in the chat box, so that this time we will definitely take a lot of questions, especially from farmers. So,
no, but in fact, I had a question to Hardik, sir. If he's around.
Yeah. Please, please write in the chat box, so that we will take one by one. Otherwise, a lot of people will keep asking like this.
Yeah. Okay. Sure.
Please write in the chat box, so that we will take one by one.
Definitely.
Okay. So then we have Mr. Venkateswaran. We have Mr. Venkateswaran from Erode. So Venkateswaran, sir.
Yes, sir. Good evening.
Yeah. Can you please highlight the audience about this, whatever innovations you are thinking to test the curcumin, etc., at very ground level instead of going to too many labs?
What we have been working and what we are almost fructifying is handheld spectrophotometer that we have developed through a startup, which will give us at least 4 values in one reading less than 30 seconds, which is curcumin percentage, oleoresin percentage, starch percentage, as well as moisture percentage, which is very essential for trading community as well as for the producers also. And in addition to that, we also have almost finalized and in the experimental, in the final evaluation stages, image processing technology, where we spread the turmeric on a dark background with a marker, and we take a picture using an app, and then it is sent to the cloud. And less than 1 minute, we get the length range, that is the minimum length and the maximum length and the average length of the rhizomes, as well as the thickness, also minimum, maximum, and average, and also the percentage of weevil attack, as well as the percentage of stibble. All these 4 values we get it in less than 1 minute. So in total, in less than 1 minute, we get almost about 8 parameters. And one thing that we also additionally suggest is to go in for a manually evaluated thing, that is bulk density, which will give the kind of maturity of the rhizome. So which will result in a better powder and so on. So that could be handled in measuring the weight of the turmeric in a known volume container, so that you already have the volume. Now you also have the weight. So weight per unit volume will give us the bulk density. So based on these 9 parameters, it will be fairly good enough to communicate the quality of every lot or every segregated lot to communicate to all prospective buyers. So buyers also will have a very wonderful estimation of what exactly they are buying, whether it suits their requirements or not. So this way it will be a beneficial approach to both the seller or the producer as well as the buyer also. So this is what we have done with the turmeric. Any queries, I'd be happy to clarify, sir.
Yeah, sure, sir. So my request to all the participants, basically you can type. In fact, I'm seeing this time a lot of people putting questions. So that's very nice. So that at the end we will take, so that speakers or other experts will answer. So now actually I am not seeing other people who have agreed to present here. So I will take some interesting presentation. So that is
Dr. Krishna.
Yeah.
This is Subhash. I just want to tell you that there is some question I could see about this mission Lakadang branding and all that.
Yeah.
So last time you remember I told you that there is a mission mode has started. If it is audible to everybody.
It is audible, sir.
Okay. In the Northeast, government of Meghalaya has started with a Lakadang mission. under that mission, they have taken up a policy to support the farmer producers growing Lakadang turmeric in next 5 years. From 18-19 they have started, and the next 5 years they are planning to go for a complete lineup of increasing the production line from 16,000 metric ton to 50,000 metric ton.
Oh, that's a very big figure.
Yeah, very big this thing, and even the acreage production also they are increasing from present level of around 2,500 hectare to 6,600 hectare. So the purpose of this is that this Lakadang turmeric has got the highest curcumin, number one, and if the farmer can produce that in large key, they will be really become successful in standardizing the product and marketing for processing and value addition. So this is a very good go coming up in the state of Meghalaya in the northeast. Otherwise, as I told you other things, and in case you have time, and somebody who are not attending last time, if they want, I can also give it the presentation last time I have given.
Yeah, sure. So what we request is this particular meeting. Can everybody just see the screen?
Yes, sir, we can see.
Yeah. So we would like to bring one very important topic to the discussion. So my request to all of the participants, kindly observe this very carefully, because there is something interest happening in the market. So is it visible to everyone now? Turmeric powder costing.
No, I think your presentation is not visible, sir.
Not visible?
Presentation is not visible on the
But,
list of PPT is not visible, sir.
Not visible? 1 second, I will make it. Is it visible now?
No, sir. Yeah, now it's visible.
Yeah, it
Turmeric
is
powder
visible. It is
costing.
visible now.
Yeah. So
Yes,
this
it is visible.
discussion, my sincere request, all the participants kindly put in mute, including videos, because this requires a lot of attention, because we are observing a very huge distortion in the pricing of the turmeric fingers in various markets. So there are 3 slides here, one by one, one can see. The first one is suppose if we have to make a 1000 kg powder, even since processors are here, they know that if we take 10% tolerance, at least 1100 kgs of fingers are required. So in the third row, what I have mentioned is, suppose if these fingers are sold by the farmer at 65 rupees or 70 rupees or 75 rupees, 80 or maximum like 90 rupees. So we have taken the example of Salem, which is a reasonably 2 to 3% curcumin. So then suppose if they make everything with Salem, that is considering powder cost of 20 rupees per kg, then to actually mill 1100 kgs of fingers, everything, including the trade margin, there is a scope that consumer can get actually at around 160 rupees. That means if the farmer gets the finger at 65, the processors by making the powder, including the trade margin, it is possible. And suppose even if the farmers actually make 90 rupees, then also it is possible. But unfortunately, what is happening, farmers are not getting even in some market 65 rupees. So that is something which we would like to share. So here in this case, whatever we have projected, so this particular thing is not happening. So that is the reason we want to show what exactly is happening in the market. So there is a very clear mixing happening in the market. So that we would like to project here. Suppose if somebody does a mixing of hybrid varieties with let us say Salem, then you can see the costing, how drastically it changes. For example, if they are at least, even if they are mixing, let us say, 25% of the hybrid fingers, costing around 30 to 55 rupees maximum. Because these are available from Assam. I have even taken slightly more figure, but even if they get it 30 rupees or 55 rupees. you can see consumer should actually get it 140 to maximum 190 rupees. So when I say this figure, the meaning is if they have to make 1000 kgs powder, if they purchase 1100 kgs fingers, out of that I am saying 25% will be hybrid and 75% will be Salem. So then including all trade margins, it should sell anywhere between 140 or at the highest, that means if they pay Salem 90 rupees and if they buy hybrid at 55, 190 rupees. Whereas if you see the previous slide, so by making, yeah. Somebody is saying something? Okay. Otherwise, I will go to the next this thing. And we have also come to know that the worst thing happening, that this mixing is now happening even in the very large scale. Like suppose if they do mixing, let us say at 50-50 ratio. That is, if they make mixing at 50-50 ratio, you can see it very bad. Actually, it is 127 rupees to maximum 170. But in the market, we know that nowhere turmeric powder is selling nothing less than 300 rupees per kg. Or even worst come worst, I don't want to take the name of the brands, but nobody is selling it less than 200 rupees. So my question now to the processors or traders, that why you don't pay farmers more than 65, more than 70, like that. So with this discussion, we would like to take it forward because this is something which has been requested by a lot of farmers because they are struggling a lot. So is this presentation, what I have made calculation, is it understood by everyone, or shall I give more clarity?
No, sir. I think it's very much clear. Okay.
Okay.
So just to share my thoughts around it. Okay. I feel that it's all in the cycle, right? The whole ecosystem. So I have, as a processor or as a trader that I speak of, I have a very nominal, I think, profit that I keep when I kind of sell it to my consumer, like bare minimum. Okay, since you're a wholesaler, but eventually it's the consumer who should be willing to pay that price or somewhere like that. I mean, there's a disconnect there, right? Like somewhere there is nobody who's trying to measure how a trader does value the crop. If you can fix that part of it, maybe that the farmers will be benefited more, right? If you, let's say you go to a mandi and if you're going to measure their crop for 50 or 55 rupees, then eventually what is happening is the trader makes money, the wholesaler maybe makes money, and then the eventual retailer who makes money. So if you can increase the cost, so eventually maybe it's either the trader or the retailer who has to take a hit on the margin. So somebody has to accept this. So or you have to put like I think one of the ideas that was really I liked about it is the fact that having a curcumin percentage, right? So if you have the curcumin percentage, and then maybe that kind of solves a little bit of a problem around having the right cost to the farmer, because it's just way too difficult. Or you have to find a bridge, okay? Or you have to find a bridge where you can straight away connect to the farmer to the consumer. I think that's what I think FPCs and some of the websites like Farmer Near Me or some of these apps that are coming up on mobiles are trying to solve, right? They're trying to connect the farmer to the consumer. But again, the farmer only has limited crop. I mean, he cannot be able to supply say 100 tons or 50 tons or even 10 tons of crop. And there's also the trust factor that is missing. You don't know how much you can trust a farmer, say, compared to a wholesaler or even a trader. I mean, I don't know if I'm making
No, you are perfectly okay. That is what we would like to hear. So now this discussion, we will again take it slightly after some time. Somebody is raising hand. Redmi. You want to say something, sir? Redmi.
No. You continue, please.
Okay. Yeah. Now we will go to Mr. Ravi, who has joined from our this thing from Meghalaya. So he can actually help us to understand like what exactly is happening in Meghalaya. Mr. Ravi, over to you.
Good evening, everyone. Am I audible?
Yeah, you are audible.
Yeah, good evening, everyone. Let me introduce myself first. I'm Mr. Ravistar Arunu, Managing Director of Eastern Ribhoi Organic FPC. So here we are basically dealing with ginger and turmeric. But we also have different types of vegetables that we are growing. We have 500 hectares, 500 members farmers, and we also connect with other farmers. We also connect with other farmers with different districts. So regarding turmeric here in Meghalaya, mostly Ribhoi, East Jaintia, and West Jaintia Hills, we are growing turmeric. Basically, we have only Lakadam variety. This Lakadam variety was originated in Jaintia Hills district, both in East and West Jaintia Hills district. Now in Ribhoi also we are cultivating this Lakadam turmeric. The production here about 8,000 to 10,000 MT per year. So here farmers, they are finding a problem with marketing linkage, market linkage. Though we are proud to have Lakadam turmeric with 7 to 8% curcumin content, but as you see, there is a lack of marketing linkage. Value added Lakadam turmeric here, we mostly do it with turmeric powder. So this turmeric powder we have, actually I had a presentation. Would you be able to present that presentation? I already sent it.
Yeah. I will just present this. 1 second. Shall I present that? 1 second.
Yeah.
Now, meanwhile, you can speak for some time. So by the time I will hand over this.
Yeah. So mainly it's a homemade way of processing this turmeric, Lakadam turmeric. So what we are expecting is that we were looking for certain connection with marketing. If anyone would like to buy Lakadam turmeric originated from Lakadam village or nearby villages, that we have curcumin content. Though we have planned this to sell turmeric, the Lakadam seeds to other states. We have sent to some area outside Meghalaya. When they planted this Lakadam turmeric, the curcumin content in that turmeric which they have planted outside Meghalaya goes down. This may be due to the soil quality. The soil quality in Meghalaya is different with that house. The voice is interrupting. Yeah.
Carry on.
The soil quality may be different from Meghalaya to other states. That's why the curcumin content comes down. So we would like to express what we have now. We would like some buyers to come collect this turmeric from Meghalaya. Now it's only the planting season have already over. So the quantity left for selling is less now. Can I get that presentation?
Yeah, one second. I'm giving.
Can you tell us approximately what is the price range at which you sell the Lakadong variety in Meghalaya?
Yeah, you can take it, Mr. Ravi.
Yeah. This is my slide. I'll just respond to your request. The Lakadong, the price now is this fresh Lakadong turmeric is around 30 rupees per kg, and the powdered turmeric is 220 per kg. This is our FPC. The FPC next, please.
Yeah, you can explain more in detail about your activities.
Yeah, this is Eastern River Organic. These are our activities. We supply organic produce from farmers, mainly ginger, turmeric, and vegetables. We also do online marketing, online delivery to residents in Shillong City. So we have done supplying ginger to Kolkata. We have plenty of ginger in Ripoy. Koirambong ginger is very famous with Nadia variety. So we are connecting with FPCs in Jaintia Hills like East Jaintia, West Jaintia, and Ripoy farmers for turmeric. So we have, when we connect with them, we have lots of turmeric to supply, especially fresh ginger, fresh turmeric and fresh ginger right now. Next slide. Next, please. This is our FPC. First is the collection center. We collect turmeric and ginger. This is ginger. Then Nadia variety. Collection. As we know, turmeric is a plant, so it's propagated by cutting the roots. As I've told you, curcumin content of Lakadong turmeric is about 7 to 8%. These districts I have mentioned, and then the production is 5,000. It's 5,000 to 10,000. Sorry, that is 10,000 MT of turmeric annually. Next. Next slide.
Next slide, please.
As we know, turmeric doesn't grow well in a slopy area. Like in Meghalaya, we have a hilly region, so it doesn't need much of water. So the slope area is good. This is another peculiarity in Meghalaya, that we have this some part of the region have this laterite soil. That maybe this is the reason why we get a good curcumin content in the rhizome. Next slide, please. Next slide. I only have 8 slides.
This is okay?
Yeah. Cultivation, it's okay. Turmeric is grown mainly in slopy area, as I've said. Here, turmeric is grown organically. Grown organically in Meghalaya till date. The soil maintain a quality. This is what I have said. The curcumin content depends upon the geographical area, regions. When we take the same turmeric from Meghalaya to outside Meghalaya, when we grow that same seeds, the curcumin content come down. So maybe the reason is the soil quality. So the plant can be harvested after 8 to 10 months in Meghalaya, and this rhizome is stored in a cool and dry location for replanting in the next year. We usually sell this baby rhizome, and then we retain the mother rhizome. We can also plant the baby rhizome for this. Next slide, please.
Yeah. In-house processing.
Yeah. This is in-house processing of turmeric powder involves this step. The freshly harvested Lakadon turmeric rhizome, these are separated. The rhizome are soaked in clean water. We wash thoroughly, we clean, and we cut it into slices. After cutting into slices, what we used to do is we put in the bamboo tray and we dry it, sun dry. This is naturally what we did. And during summer, when there's a lot of sunlight, so we try it for about 48 hours. After that, this dry, we put in the grinder, we grind it, and then we pack it as a turmeric powder. Next slide, please. Yeah, some marketing strategies that we experience here is that there's a problem for turmeric growers due to the lack of market linkage. Sometimes the market comes during this season when we already planted the turmeric rice, the turmeric, and sometimes during winter when we harvest turmeric, we do not find market. There is no sustainability in the market in Meghalaya. So we are looking forward that we need to connect with buyers outside the state for this turmeric market. Currently, the price here is we used to sell at 30 per kg for the fresh turmeric, and the turmeric powder is 220 per kg. Next slide. We are looking, this is Lakadon turmeric. Next slide. Next. Yeah, this is the need of the FPC now. The processing unit, the marketing linkage with genuine buyers, etc. And we also need proper good agriculture practice training for our own farmers. That's all from my side.
Thank you, Mr. Ravi. It was in fact a very interesting presentation from Northeast. So we are having currently some challenges. That is basically the people from other parts of the country. Like when you are speaking English, like I'm getting a lot of WhatsApp message. So farmers in other states, for example, Maharashtra, Andhra Pradesh, they cannot talk English. So this is something we have, but we have to live with this. We don't have any other way. Till at least we meet one-to-one. Because of this lockdown, we are having this remote interaction with webinars. So whatever language is possible with respective farmers from across the country, that is okay. So otherwise, thank you very much for your this thing. So now we would like to see the remaining. We have a lot more other participants. Hardik ji. Is Mr. Hardik Shah is there? Yeah, otherwise we will also hear from Mr. Jai. Sir, can you hear us? Mr. Jai? Can you please start the video? Mr. Jai?
Hello?
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear, sir. We can hear. So as a owner resin manufacturer, we would like to hear from you that what are the expectations from the farmers of various states, so that then we will translate in different language and communicate to them.
Okay. So, see, we are into manufacturing of spice oils and oleoresins. We have been in this business since 1980s. In spices, we are producing pepper, turmeric, ginger. We are procuring that, and we are converting into the respective oils and oleoresins. With respect to turmeric, we mainly procure the Sangli material, that is for manufacturing of curcumin, and that is the kocha material, and also we are procuring the fingers. So we are generally looking for turmeric which has high curcumin content. Now, not only the high curcumin content, but it has to have the high oleoresin content. Because sometimes in some varieties, what we have seen is curcumin is high, but when we try to extract it, it doesn't get extracted out of the material. So that is one challenge that we are facing in order to source the right quality of material. And apart from that, one more thing that recently we have faced a challenge is that the pesticide levels are a little on a higher side, and in the export market, it is absolutely not acceptable. So that is one concern, major concern which we are having with respect to the pesticides. And not only the pesticide, but also the aflatoxin and the ochratoxin content.
Sir, you have gone on mute.
One second, sir. Yeah, it's okay.
I don't. Okay, I'll just. I don't know where I lost you guys.
No, actually, a lot of noise. Sorry, Mr. J. Sorry, a lot of noise was coming. So I only muted all. So I have unmuted you. You can speak now. Where you stopped with pesticides regarding this.
Yeah, so I was talking about the recently, in fact, last year we had to reject almost 2 to 3 truckloads of turmeric because of the high content of pesticide which was present in the material, and not only the pesticide but also the aflatoxin and ochratoxin contents which actually come into the turmeric because of the presence of moisture. Now, because moisture is there, there will be a fungal growth which comes in, and that there is some kind of chemical which that fungus is leaving in the turmeric, due to which this aflatoxin and ochratoxin contents are being detected. And the sad part is, even when we are extracting, that initially what we thought is maybe it is there in the turmeric, but it will not go down to the oleoresin or the curcumin level. But afterwards, what we have found out is that it is actually going up to the oleoresin level also. So we have had to reject a lot of material because of that, and we have also faced a lot of issues from our customers' side. So that is one big problem that we are facing, and we would like to tell our farmer and the trader community that if this can be looked into a little bit more in depth, then the rejections and all those problems can be made much lesser. So I think I've made, whatever our expectations in terms of the extractable quality of curcumin, I think I've made it very clear. If there is any query or any doubt, please.
Please do put it in the chat box so that later we can answer all these things. Yeah, thank you very much, Mr. Jay. So now we will see another interesting presentation. So you can switch off now this video part, sir, so that we will take one more small presentation for everybody's benefit.
Okay.
Yeah, this presentation is basically about like the need for this curcumin percentage labeling only. So earlier, like we have seen the calculation very clearly. Now we are seeing about the real purpose, why it is actually required. So this is one interesting presentation. Last year, MIDH, Government of India, collected. So they have studied about 13 varieties where what is the yield in different varieties, similarly crop duration, then how much dry recovery is there, ये सब वो लोग स्टडी किया है. मैं थोड़ा हिंदी में भी बात करूंगा. जो लोग ओनली इंग्लिश समझते हैं वो थोड़ा एक्सक्यूज करने का, क्योंकि हमारा जो महाराष्ट्र से पार्टिसिपेंट्स है, बाकी स्टेट से, बिहार से, उनको थोड़ा तकलीफ होता है ज़्यादा इंग्लिश बात करने से, तो इसलिए मैं थोड़ा हिंदी में बात करूंगा. तो ये स्लाइड मैं आपको इसलिए दिखा रहा हूँ, अभी थोड़ा डिटेल में देखेंगे. सुवर्णा, सुरोमा, रोमा, ऐसा अगर वैरायटी हम देखेंगे, आप देख सकते हैं राजेंद्र सोनिया ये सबसे ज्यादा यील्ड दे रहा है. ये कम से कम 42 टन पर हेक्टर. 1 हेक्टर मतलब 2.5 एकर्स. तो उसमें से और सबसे ज्यादा जो यील्ड है वो 17. तो इसके बीच में बहुत है. लेकिन ये जो स्टडी है ये इसमें सेलम का नहीं है, फिर मेघा का नहीं है, वैगांव का नहीं है, और जैसा दुग्गिराला का है इसमें, और रोमा का है. लेकिन ये स्टडी फार्मर के लिए इतना यूजफुल है क्योंकि जो राजेंद्र सोनिया वैरायटी बहुत लोग आजकल लेके आते हैं, उसके बारे में हम ट्राई कर रहे हैं कि वो यूनिवर्सिटी से जो एक्सपर्ट है उनको नेक्स्ट वेबिनार सीरीज में लाने के लिए इस बार भी कोशिश किया था, लेकिन हो नहीं पाया, बट जरूर लेके आएंगे. वो बिहार में 1 हेक्टर में 40 से ऊपर वो यील्ड दे रहा है, क्योंकि ये बहुत ज्यादा है, सबसे ज्यादा है. तो जैसा हम अभी एक्सेल फाइल में दिखाया था, ट्रेडर लोग और प्रोसेसर लोग के थोड़ा मैं खिलाफ बोला होगा, क्योंकि फार्मर को प्राइस देने के लिए. अभी मैं उनके बारे में लेता हूँ, जैसा कि फार्मर को भी क्या करना चाहिए. फार्मर को जो है अच्छा यील्ड वैरायटी अगर ले लेंगे तो हो सकता है. तो इसलिए बहुत लोग अभी राजेंद्र सोनिया, राजेंद्र सोनाली, नहीं तो प्रतिभा, ये सब वैरायटीज को ट्राई कर रहा है. लेकिन इसमें तकलीफ ये आ रहा है, फॉर एग्जाम्पल राजेंद्र सोनिया बिहार के अलावा बाकी कहीं पे भी अगर लगाएंगे तो उसको कुरकुमिन के लिए, नहीं तो ईट के लिए बहुत तकलीफ हो रहा है. फिर भी ये जानकारी बहुत हमको इम्पोर्टेंट है. तो मैं नेक्स्ट स्लाइड दिखाता हूँ. तो ये दूसरा चीज है क्रॉप ड्यूरेशन, क्योंकि पूरा अपना इंडिया में ऐसा सिचुएशन है, कहीं पे पानी ज्यादा है, नहीं तो कहीं पे पानी कम है. इसके चलते हमको ये भी देखना पड़ेगा कि कौन सा वैरायटी हमको डालना है, कौन सा वैरायटी हमको हमारे एरिया में सूटेबल है. फॉर एग्जाम्पल इधर भी आप देख सकते हैं प्रगति और प्रतिभा, ये दोनों ऑलमोस्ट सेम है. 188 डेज, दैट मीन्स 6 महीने के अंदर में क्रॉप आ जाता है. जबकि आप देख सकते हैं ये ऑलमोस्ट कुछ तो 9 महीने का भी है. सुरोमा, रंगा, रोमा, दुग्गिराला 240 मतलब 1 महीने में 30 दिन अगर लेंगे, ये 8 महीने लेता है दुग्गिराला रेड. लेकिन अगर यही वैरायटी हम लोग प्रतिभा, नहीं तो प्रगति लेंगे तो वो बहुत कम लेता है. तो ये मैं आपको बताना चाहता हूँ कि जो भी फार्मर्स है, जो भी किसान है, इसको भी ध्यान में रखना चाहिए, क्योंकि अगर उनके एरिया में पानी कम है और उनके एरिया में व्यवस्था कम है, ये सब जो शॉर्ट ड्यूरेशन क्रॉप बोलते हैं, सबसे तेज ये आने का. नहीं तो अगर उनको बहुत पानी अच्छा है तो वो अच्छा वैरायटीज भी ले सकते हैं. और एक एनालिसिस ऐसा भी है इसमें कि ड्राई रिकवरी, क्योंकि ये सबसे बहुत इम्पोर्टेंट है. क्योंकि अभी इधर भी देखिए सबसे अच्छा जो ड्राई रिकवरी है रोमा में आ रहा है 30%. मतलब अगर हम लोग 1000 केजी कच्चा हल्दी रोमा का प्रोसेस करेंगे, कम से कम 300 केजी आएगा. जबकि वही अगर हम लोग सुदर्शन, नहीं तो सुगुणा, गिराला रेड, ये सब अगर आप देखेंगे कहाँ 17%. अभी राजेंद्र सोनिया देखिए फॉर एग्जांपल 18%. जबकि एक स्लाइड में हम देखे थे राजेंद्र सोनिया जो है 40 टन देता है, लेकिन उसमें यील्ड कम है. तो ये भी एक तकलीफ जो है किसान को, ये एग्रीकल्चर यूनिवर्सिटी वाले से आंसर लेने का बहुत उत्सुक है. नहीं तो वो लोग क्या देख रहे हैं, राजेंद्र सोनिया में कुरकुमिन ज्यादा है, यील्ड 40 टन है, ऐसा लेके आते हैं, लेकिन जब ड्राई यील्ड देखते हैं वो 18% ऐसा होने से वो लोग बहुत निराश से वो वैरायटी नेक्स्ट टाइम से ग्रो नहीं करते। और एक इंटरेस्टिंग दिस थिंग कुरकुमिन, इसमें भी बहुत कम वैरायटीज को ये लोग लिया है, फिर भी इधर देख सकते हैं आप रोमा में 9% से ज्यादा कुरकुमिन है। उसी प्रकार से राजेंद्र सोनिया में 8.4। हाँ, ये भी बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है, जो कुरकुमिन वैरायटीज हम लोग लेके आ रहे हैं वो वैरायटीज वही एरियाज में दे सकता है। फॉर एग्जाम्पल रोमा इज बेस्ट रिजल्ट्स गिविंग इन उड़ीसा, वो उड़ीसा में ही दे रहा है। राजेंद्र सोनिया वो बिहार में ही दे रहा है। और प्रतिभा प्रगति इधर में लोग लिखते नहीं है, फिर भी मेरे ऑब्जर्वेशन में और किसानों से जो मैं बात किया हूँ, प्रगति और प्रतिभा जो है पूरा कंट्री में, मतलब पूरा देश में कहीं पे भी अगर हम लगाएंगे 4.5 से 5 तक वो कुरकुमिन कंटेंट दे रहा है। और ओलियोरेसिन, ये अभी जैसा हमारा जय जी बात किए है, जय जी जैसा कंपनी को अगर सपोर्ट करना है वो किसान जो है उनके लिए बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है। जैसा प्रतिभा वैरायटी में 16% ओलियोरेसिन है, अगर वो रोमा प्रोड्यूस करता है 13.2 है, लेकिन सेलम ये सब इससे भी नीचे वैरायटीज है, वो वैरायटीज करके अगर जेजी जैसा कंपनी को ओलियोरेसिन बनाता है वो वैरायटी से वो लोग खुश नहीं कर पाएंगे। जेजी मैं सही बोल रहा हूँ?
यस सही बोल रहे हो सर।
हाँ, तो ये हमारा वेबिनार का उद्देश्य ये है, ये शुरू में ऐसा कम लोग रहेगा और कुछ तकलीफ होगा बात करने में, लेकिन ओवरऑल ऑब्जेक्टिव इज प्रोसेसर को क्या चाहिए वो फार्मर को समझना है, और फार्मर को क्या चाहिए वो ट्रेडर और प्रोसेसर समझना है, और सब लोग जो है कंज्यूमर को क्या चाहिए वो समझना है। वो हमारा उद्देश्य है। ये समझने से हम लोग और भी अच्छा कर सकते हैं। ओके, लास्ट कंपैरिजन एसेंशियल ऑयल। एसेंशियल ऑयल देखिए सुवर्णा में बहुत अच्छा है, 7% है। एसेंशियल ऑयल में ओलियोरेसिन में फर्क है। जो एसेंशियल ऑयल है वो स्पेसिफिक एप्लीकेशंस में यूज होता है। फॉर एग्जांपल ओलियोरेसिन जी बताएंगे कौन सा इंडस्ट्री में यूज होगा, लेकिन जो एसेंशियल ऑयल है वो जैसा हमारा फॉर एग्जांपल कोई अपना देश में हिमागंगे हेयर ऑयल यूज करते हैं, वो सब में ये डालते हैं एसेंशियल ऑयल, और विको टर्मरिक, ये सब लोग, तो एप्लीकेशंस अलग है। जैसे लास्ट टाइम हम देखे हैं, इसके अलावा भी बहुत वैरायटीज है वो हम देख सकते हैं। तो उसमें हमको ये पता चलेगा कि ये वैरायटीज जो हमको ग्रो करना है, जो प्रोसेसर को चाहिए वही चलेगा। अगर वो बैलेंस जब तक नहीं आएगा तब तक प्रोसेसर एक मांगेगा और फार्मर ट्रेडर एक देगा। ये जो गैप है इसको ब्रिज करने के लिए हमारा प्रयास है। तो मैं समझ रहा हूँ कि ये जो किसान है वो लोग को समझ में आ गया, और ये जो स्टडीज है मैं पूरा कोशिश कर रहा हूँ कि बाकी वैरायटीज का भी ये सब डेटा मिले। तो जैसा ही मिलेगा मैं खासकर किसानों को शेयर करूंगा और प्रोसेसर्स को भी शेयर करूंगा, सो दैट उनको बेनिफिट होगा। डेफिनेटली ट्रेडर्स को भी साथ लेके चलेंगे। तो अभी ऑलमोस्ट 5 बज गया, तो और कोई बात करना चाहता है ट्रेडर कम्युनिटी से? क्योंकि प्रोसेसर्स तो 2 लोग बात किए, फिर किसान लोग भी बात किए, और कोई बात करना चाहते हैं तो बात कर सकते हैं।
सर फार्मर्स की तरफ से कोई है सर जो उनके तरफ से कुछ बात कर सके कि क्या उनको क्या लगता है, उनको क्या चैलेंजेस है, क्यों है वो लोग
वही हम देख रहे हैं। एक्चुअली आज क्या हुआ, शुरू में जैसा ही इंग्लिश में बात किया बहुत सारे महाराष्ट्र फार्मर ज्वाइन होके फिर ये हो गया। बट मेरा विनती है कि जो भी फार्मर इस अभी वेबिनार में है वो लोग बात करें, उनका समस्या क्या है बताइए। नहीं तो जो चार्ट बॉक्स में क्वेश्चंस लिए हैं उसको हम लोग देखेंगे। So we will start from the beginning. Northeast turmeric can have GI tag. Yes. तो ये जो भी लिखा है, जैसे सैम कुमार he has written this. GI tag
मैं बात किया हूँ।
हाँ बताइए सर।
ऐसे कृष्णा जी,
हाँ
मैंने उनका जवाब में लिखा है कि in this part of the country we have done already spices like large cardamom, spices like miso chili or bird's eye chili, king chili, ये सब का GI टैग हो चुका है।
Okay.
लाकाडंग टर्मरिक के बारे में भी ये GI टैग होने का है। अभी क्या है, गवर्नमेंट ऑफ मेघालय ने मिशन मोड में काम चालू किया 18-19 से फाइनेंशियल ईयर। तो पहले बताया था मैं कि दे हैव ए प्लान टू प्रोडक्शन इंक्रीज टू अराउंड 3-fold to 4-fold। तो इसको लोग ब्रांडिंग करने का बात कर रहे हैं। आज के इस मीटिंग में नृपेंद्र बरुआ साहब है, वो साहब भी सजेस्ट किए थे कि टू मेक ए ब्रांड नेम ऑफ लाकाडंग इन द नॉर्थ ईस्ट। तो ये बात तो हो रहा है, एक बार GI टैग होने का बाद इट विल बी टेकिंग फॉरवर्ड। और लास्ट टाइम जो प्रेजेंटेशन में मैं बताया था कि कलर जो पॉसिबिलिटीज ऑफ मेकिंग गुड कलर कॉम्बिनेशन फ्रॉम आउट ऑफ दिस टर्मरिक, दैट इज आल्सो इन द प्लान, how best the color extraction can be done and can be standardized. So these are few things which are supposed to have, and probably GI tag will come forward for Lakadang variety very soon from the northeast. Meghalaya government is I think Department of Horticulture, government of Meghalaya is approaching for that very soon.
Yeah, thank you very much, sir. Like last time, Dr. Vijay Kale, he has also told about this. They are also trying a GI tag for Vaigaon, and similarly Lakdang they are trying for GI tag. इससे क्या फायदा होता है, उधर में जो भी किसान ग्रो करते हैं वो वेराइटीज को बहुत प्रोटेक्शन मिलेगा और एक अच्छा आइडेंटिटी मिलेगा। वो बहुत सारे फैक्टर्स हैं। दैट मींस फॉर एग्जांपल लकडांग जो वेराइटी है, अगर वो मेघालय में वो जयंतिया हिल्स वही साइल में ग्रो करने से उसका जो पैरामीटर्स है, कुर्कुमिन हो बाकी सब हो, वो अच्छा आएगा। लेकिन वो जाके दूसरे जगह में लगाने से वो नहीं आएगा, तो
थोड़ा कम भी आता है।
इससे प्रोटेक्शन भी है। सर कुछ बोलिए।
नहीं, मैं कह रहा हूँ कि बाकी स्टेट में करने से टर्मरिक कंटेंट कम आता है।
करेक्ट करेक्ट। तो मैं वही बता रहा हूँ, क्योंकि कुछ लोग जो है GI टैग क्यों करते हैं ऐसा बहुत आश्चर्य से पूछते हैं। तो एक तरफ से फार्मर जो है, फॉर एग्जांपल वाईगांव जो करते हैं महाराष्ट्र में, उनको फायदा है, नहीं तो लकडांग जो करते हैं उनको फायदा है। वैसा ही दूसरा वेराइटीज को, फॉर एग्जांपल कालाहंदी उड़ीसा में भी वो लोग ट्राई किया, वो भी GI टैग को मिला है। ईरोड वाले ट्राई किए, वो लोग को भी मिला है। तो ये सबसे उधर का फार्मर्स को बहुत फायदा है। GI टैग जो है सबसे बहुत फायदा जो होता है वो किसान को ही होता है, और जो बेचता है उनको ये पता चलेगा कि फॉर एग्जांपल हर एक अग्रो प्रोड्यूस जो है वो शहर नहीं तो वो गांव बहुत फेमस होता है। फॉर एग्जांपल पेपर है, पूरा दुनिया में कैंपोर्ट करके एक लोकेशन है कंबोडिया में, वो एरिया का पेपर जो है बहुत अच्छा रहता है। और फॉर एग्जांपल हम लोग अगर मिल्क का बात करते हैं, आनंद बोलते हैं, क्योंकि उधर अमूल का ब्रांड एस्टैब्लिश है। तो वैसा ही ये GI टैग जो है ये लकड़ांग के लिए जो दिया गया है, नहीं तो वाईगांव को जो कोशिश हो रहा है, वो सब इसलिए है कि वो किसान को बेनिफिट करने के लिए और वो एरिया को प्रोटेक्ट करने के लिए। और डॉक्टर हरीश हैज आस्क्ड वन वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग क्वेश्चन। वो ये पूछ रहे थे कि अभी जो प्रोक्योरमेंट है वो कुर्कुमिन के हिसाब से होता है नहीं होता है, तो वो ठीक से नहीं हो रहा है ऑनेस्ट। सुभाष सर आप कुछ आंसर देना चाहते हैं? आफ्टर दैट आई विल गिव माय आंसर।
टू बी वेरी फ्रैंक, ये नहीं होता है। ये नहीं होने के कारण जो मैंने जो शुरुआत में बोले थे ना कि हमारे फार्मर जो है नॉर्थ ईस्ट में मेगा वैरायटी बोलो जिसमें 5 से 6% कर्कुमिन मिलता है, और लकाडंग में 7 to 8% मिल रहा है, लेकिन उनका भाव नहीं मिल रहा है उन्हें।
ओके।
क्योंकि वो कर्क्यूमिन का कंटेंट लेके अगर वो खरीदते थे खरीदार ने तो उनको भाव मिलता था। ये मतलब सारे को एक ही इंडिया वाला ब्रांड के हिसाब में चल रहा है। ये चीज को लिए मैं शुरुआत में बोले थे कि हमारे यहाँ जो प्रोडक्ट हो रहा है उसका कर्क्यूमिन कंटेंट ज्यादा है और टर्मरिक का वैल्यू अगर कर्क्यूमिन परसेंटेज के बेसिस में हो तो फार्मर के लिए भी अच्छा है और जो इसको इस्तेमाल करके कुछ प्रोसेसिंग वैल्यू एडिशन कर रहा है उनको भी उसमें एक वाइब्रेंसी मिलता है।
करेक्ट करेक्ट। सो इन दैट डायरेक्शन व्हाट वी आर टेकिंग वन इनिशिएटिव, हम लोग क्या कर रहे हैं, ये वेबिनार के माध्यम से बहुत फार्मर्स के हिसाब से एक लेटर जो है पीएमओ को सबमिट करने वाला है, सो दैट एक तो प्रोक्यूरमेंट जो है टर्मरिक का कुरकुमिन के हिसाब से हो और कंज्यूमर के एंगल से भी जो भी कंज्यूमर खरीदता है टर्मरिक पाउडर बाजार में वो पैकेट्स के ऊपर वो लेबलिंग रहना चाहिए। अरे हमारे कॉफी में जो रहता है चिकोरी परसेंटेज कितना है, तो अगर टर्मरिक में नहीं रहेगा तो कैसे चलेगा, उसके चलते ही अभी
you are right.
Yes.
You are right.
Can I?
Yeah, please, sir.
Can I make a point?
Yeah, sure, sir. Sure, sir. Please.
Yes, my name is Nipan Borua. I live in the US, but most of the time I am spending in Assam and trying to help the farmers. That's my objective. And I have seen that commodity, a very good presentation, but I see our product is sold as a commodity or a dried powder. But nowadays I see curcumin is researched so much in US universities for the medicinal benefit. For example, Alzheimer's disease or for breast cancer, so many things. So I was proposing that we can, some location, we supply the turmeric from there to that research institute, and then if they are successful, for example, if they are doing breast cancer research, that our turmeric does a good job. So they will promote itself will come out that the research work was done on this particular turmeric. So we have a benefit for that. And also our curcumin content is high here, so we should use from here somewhere. It may take 2-3 years, but once it is successful, your brand name is recognized by others because it was used in such and such research and they had a benefit for that. So, and also for color, natural color is a big industry now. Everybody wants to be natural color, but it's not easy that you take the turmeric and convert into a color, because most of the time I find it is not stable at different pH level. So it needs a lot of research work, either through a company in US or here itself. But here I don't see a big research institute who can do the job in Assam. So that's my suggestion, that we should promote both turmeric for color as well as for medicine and benefit with a brand name.
Good, sir. Actually,
did I make sense?
We have noted this point. In fact, all now, like this entire webinar is rotating around curcumin percentage labeling and also related research in that direction, so that farmers, consumers, everybody gets sensitized. And a lot of research has to be taken place in our country. तब तक बोले बाकी देश में जो हो रहा है वो बहुत अच्छा है। तो धन्यवाद सर निपेन सर, ये जरूर हम जो लिख रहा है लेटर उसमें हम
करेंगे। I can find some universities or National Health Institute that's the topmost one.
Sure, sir.
When we submit our sample there.
Sure, sir. So then we have another interesting question. Like from AgriWatch, they want to know what is the cost of Lakdang turmeric powder. तो आप सुने होंगे बिप्लब शर्मा जी डायरेक्टली मेघालय से वही लोग प्रेजेंटेशन दिए हैं, उधर वही लोग जो है 220 रुपये में बेच रहे हैं, फिर भी वो लोग मार्केट नहीं है बोलता है, मतलब उनको करने को ठीक से नहीं हो रहा है। तो इसका मतलब यह है कि लिंकेज ठीक से नहीं हो पा रहा है। तो वो भी एक जरूरी है, जैसे अभी जितेंद्र जी बोले हैं, लकड़ांग जो टर्मरिक है पूरा इंडिया में भी ठीक से मालूम नहीं, बहुत लोगों को दुनिया में मालूम है, हमसे ज्यादा एक्चुअली दुनिया में मालूम है क्योंकि नंबर 1 वैरायटी है। तो वो सब के बारे में बहुत काम करना चाहिए ताकि वो लकड़ांग जो करते हैं वो फार्मर्स को भी फायदा हो और वो टर्मरिक यूज करके जो प्रोसेसर प्रोडक्ट्स तैयार करते हैं उनको भी फायदा हो, ये बहुत जरूरी है। और इन्हीं अगर मैं हिंदी में बात कर सकता हूँ, इस फार्मर टू मी then I Satchidanand, is the yield of Rajendra Sonia specific to any particular region? In some cases varieties have shown different yield. हाँ, Satchidanand garu, I think he is from Andhra Pradesh, but still for everybody's benefit I will tell in Hindi at least. Satchidanand जी, आप जो पूछ रहे हैं एकदम सही है। बहुत लोग गलती से क्या हो रहा है, सीड खरीद के लेके आ रहा है, क्योंकि उस टाइम में वो लोग बताते हैं खाली यील्ड के बारे में, बाद में कोई नहीं बताता है कि ड्राई यील्ड के बारे में क्या होता है ये सब। तो ये सब के देखते हुए तो हम लोग डेफिनेटली राजेंद्र सोनिया जो ये हाई कुरकुमिन वेराइटीज है वो रेस्पेक्टिव फैकल्टीज को नेक्स्ट वेबिनार में लेके आएंगे, सो दैट ये आंसर थोड़ा हमको और भी अच्छा मिले। हाँ, Mukund Rao sir is asking. He is in fact from ministry, so he wants to ask one question. I have been told that for curcumin extraction, oleoresin should be low. Can anyone please confirm? Yes, I can answer, but I would like to give this answer to be given by Jai sir. Jai sir, are you there? Can you answer this question in a better way?
Sir, I didn't get the question.
Yeah, actually, Mr. Mukund Rao, sir is actually from ministry, from Delhi, because I have seen the registration form. That's the reason I am saying. His question is, I have been told that for curcumin extraction, oleoresin should be low. Can anyone please confirm? ये मैं भी सुना हूँ, ये क्यों होता है? ये थोड़ा जगलरी थोड़ा क्लियरली बताइए, so that सबको समझ में आएगा। जय जी। Teji, can you hear us?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can see.
Yeah. So what I was saying is, turmeric में the main the curcumin जो है, that is not dependent on the oleoresin only. It also depends on the volatile oil content जो उसमें होता है. So जब हम लोग extraction करते हैं तो सबसे पहले तो oleoresin निकलता है. ऑलियोरेसिन निकलने के बाद उसमें से हम लोग कर्क्यूमिन फर्दर एक्सट्रैक्ट करते हैं। तो जो ऑलियोरेसिन होता है दैट इज इट्स अ कॉम्बिनेशन ऑफ कर्क्यूमिन, ऑयल एंड यू कैन कॉल इट अ रेजिन। तो ये तीन चीज का कॉम्बिनेशन रहता है। तो अगर ऑलियोरेसिन में जो ऑयल का परसेंटेज अगर ज्यादा रहता है उसमें से कर्क्यूमिन निकालना बहुत मुश्किल हो जाता है।
वेरी गुड।
तो इसलिए वी वुड ऑलवेज प्रेफर कि ऑयल का कंटेंट अगर कम हो तो कर्क्यूमिन को मतलब क्या बोलते हैं उसमें से एक्सट्रैक्ट करना इट बिकम्स मच मोर इजियर।
यस, in fact this is something which is not understood by even farmers and traders and many people. So your answer I will again put it very simple. जिनको कुरकुमिन निकालना है उनका जो फोकस है कुरकुमिन के ऊपर रहता है और उसके मुताबिक ओलियोरेसिन और ऑयल परसेंटेज जो है कम रहने से अच्छा कुरकुमिन एक्सट्रैक्शन होगा। तो इसलिए प्रोसेसर जो कुरकुमिन तैयार करता है वो ये वैरायटी चाहेगा जिसमें ज्यादा कुरकुमिन हो, कम ओलियोरेसिन और कम एसेंशियल ऑयल हो। जय जी, मैं करेक्ट बोला हूँ?
सर कम एसेंशियल ऑयल, ऑलियोरेसिन अगर ज्यादा होगा तो भी कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है, बट एसेंशियल ऑयल शुड बी लेस।
वेरी गुड, वेरी गुड। तो ओवरऑल व्हाट आई मीन टू से, अदर देन कुरकुमिन बाकी जो मात्रा है वो कम रहने से एक्सट्रैक्शन इजी होगा।
करेक्ट करेक्ट,
वेरी गुड, थैंक यू।
Excuse me.
Yes sir.
Can I ask how it is extracted? Is it by solvent extract? What kind of solvent? It is organic or not? So that that's very important for curcumin, that it doesn't have any, some people use benzene or some other solvent. So I just wanted to know how it is, what kind of process gentleman is using for extracting curcumin.
Yes, Jay sir, please answer.
Sir, there are generally curcumin is extracted by solvent extraction only. Solvents, there are various solvents which are used by different industries. Some people use acetone, hexane, some people use ethyl acetate. About 10 to 15 years back, it was done with a solvent called EDC, which was banned about 10 years back, maybe 15 years back. After that, mostly people have either shifted to acetone and hexane or ethyl acetate.
Okay. So did you try liquid carbon dioxide? What they call it? I forgot the name.
So, that's supercritical extraction.
No, supercritical.
Yeah.
So does
Sir, may I know your name, sir, if you don't mind? Mukundrao, sir, you are only asking?
No, Nipen Barua sahab ne.
Oh, Barua sir.
Nipen Barua.
Because your name is not visible, sir. That's the reason. Please don't misunderstand.
Okay.
So, again, just to add what Mr. Jai told, in fact, in the last webinar, we have one participant from Gram Tarang. So, that company basically from Orissa, they use that process, what you are saying, CO2 extraction.
Okay, supercritical process.
Supercritical process.
And that is pure, right? With supercritical process, no residual solvent there.
Yes.
Yes.
Exactly.
But
Thank you.
The yields are much lower in that, so the costs are much higher.
Yeah, cost of extraction is higher.
So you gain one way, you lose other way. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, then we have any more questions we are seeing that we can answer. Sheikh Sahib Rafi, I'm having natural farming. Sheikh Sahib Rafi, आप बात करना चाहते हैं? చెప్పండి వెబినార్ లో ఉన్నారు చెప్పండి. There was a call, I thought somebody is trying. So yes, so some people are saying Sam Kumar, supercritical CO2 process is expensive. Yes, it is expensive, sir, but environment friendly. That is reason Nipenji asked that question, because other extraction processes they are not very environment friendly. So वो भी आपको देखना पड़ेगा.
Yes.
और कोई questions? Amit Sharma ji. Then Biplab Sharma. Main is prices movement, which our organization AgriWatch will help. Okay. Biplab Sharma ji, अगर आप कुछ बात करना चाहते हैं तो आप बात कर सकते हैं. We can give it to you.
बिप्लब बताओ तक ना.
हाँ, बिप्लब जी बात कीजिए. Okay, otherwise we'll go to the next question. Mr. Raghuram has posed a very interesting question, like a share market. What would be the price forecast for the near future? Yes.
Hello.
Till we, yeah, who is talking? Who would like to speak?
Hello.
Yeah, बोलिए.
Hello.
हाँ, audible है, बताइए.
Yeah, can you hear me, sir?
We can.
Yeah, we are hearing you, Biplab.
बिप्लब जी आप बात कीजिए.
हमें हुनी है सो अपना.
Hello.
Yeah, आप start
We are
कीजिए.
hearing you.
Start कर सकते हैं. We have given a video.
हमें हुनी है सो अपना. अपने कथा बातों.
Hello.
हाँ, बिप्लब जी सुनाई दे रहा है. आप बात कीजिए.
हेलो.
बिप्लब शर्मा जी आप बात कीजिए. सुनाई दे रहा है. I think he's having some net problem, internet problem. Then we will see. Yeah, Raghuram sir, to answer your question, this is a very tough question to answer क्योंकि बाकी सब market में actually turmeric prices are down. That is purely because right now the purchases are not happening based on the curcumin. In fact, to tell one sad story, 1 week back जो एक राजेंद्र सोनिया जो ग्रो करते थे, वो फार्मर हमको कॉल किया था, सर हम लेके गए मार्केट यार्ड को, लेकिन वो लोग जो है मार्केट यार्ड में जो गवर्नमेंट प्राइस अनाउंस किया है उससे भी 1800 कम पूछ रहे बोलता है. तो क्योंकि वो इसलिए है कि उधर कोई नाम सी नहीं है कुर्कुमिन के हिसाब से खरीदने के लिए. तो ये वेबिनार का ये भी एक ऑब्जेक्टिव है, so that we want to sensitize the government authorities to actually ensure the purchases happen based on the curcumin percentage. विप्लव जी, आप बात करना चाहते हैं? Oh, good. Mukundrav sir, I think after getting answer, he is asking one more question, which is very relevant during COVID. How is the market for turmeric tea? Yes, sir, that is very good. In fact, turmeric, as most of you are aware, in fact, this time we tried. इस बार हम लोग ट्राई किए थे अमूल लोगों से वो बात करने के लिए, लेकिन जो अमूल का मैनेजिंग डायरेक्टर था जो लॉन्च किया टर्मरिक लोटे, वो रिजाइन करके कोई दूसरा ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में गया, इसलिए वो बात नहीं कर पाया. तो दूसरा ऑफिशियल के लिए ट्राई कर रहा है. ये सबसे बहुत अच्छा पोटेंशियल है, टर्मरिक टी, टर्मरिक मिल्क, ये सब बहुत अच्छा पोटेंशियल है और ये लॉन्च करना बहुत जरूरी है. और जो लोग ऑलरेडी पीते हैं वो लोग बहुत फायदे ले रहे हैं. खासकर ये टर्मरिक टी में जनरली अभी क्या हो रहा है, वो पाउडर बना के वो लोग पी रहे हैं, लेकिन अभी अभी जैसा हम लोग ने सुना है लकडांग, दैट मींस मेघालय, ये सब में स्लाइसेस करते हैं. साउथ इंडिया, महाराष्ट्र, ये सब जगह में अभी भी धीरे धीरे चालू हो रहा है. स्लाइसेस जब ज्यादा करेंगे फार्मर्स, टर्मरिक टी भी मार्केट में लॉन्च करने के लिए बहुत स्कोप मिलेगा. Ausif, can you please talk about the benefits the government is offering for FPO, FPC? Okay. Yeah, Yatish. Yatish, you want to say something? We have today from Source Trace, Mr. Yatish. Would you like to say something, Yatish?
Yeah, good evening all. Nothing like I'm Yatish from Source Trace. So we provide traceability solutions for agricultural produce.
Yeah, Yatish, you can even do this video. I have given you a video actually. If you put on the video, you
right
can.
Now I'm in a different location.
Oh, okay, no problem. Then okay, audible. Fine. Go ahead.
Yeah. So traceability solution is like which is very much in thing as of today for all the food products.
Yatish ji, thoda Hindi mein baat kijiye. Please don't misunderstand.
Okay. So no problems. मेरा हिंदी बहुत खराब रहेगा. आप थोड़ा संभाल लेना.
समझ जाएगा साहब, हमारा भी हिंदी ऐसा ही होता है.
तो ट्रेसेबिलिटी अभी फिलहाल का जो जमाना अभी स्पेशली ये पैंडेमिक के बाद, सो बहुत सारे कंपनियां जो है सभी लोग ट्रेसेबिलिटी के पीछे पड़े हुए हैं. नॉट ओनली दैट, आपको जीआई जो हम बोलते हैं जियोग्राफिकल इंडिकेटर, ये सभी जो भी आप प्रोड्यूस करते हैं, उगालते हो, उसको आपको लगाना ही पड़ेगा. सो ट्रेसेबिलिटी इज वन जो हम कर रहे हैं. तो हम ऑलरेडी चिली और टर्मरिक को भी किया है. टर्मरिक हम एक आप लोगों को शायद मालूम है, ग्रिफिथ फूड्स जो दुनिया ग्लोबल कंपनी है, तो उनका जो पूरा जो टर्मरिक ये कर रहा है, तो टर्मरिक फार्मर्स के साथ काम कर रहे हैं. तो राइट फ्रॉम फार्मर रजिस्ट्रेशन के स्टार्ट होके पूरा वो प्रोड्यूस का जो हार्वेस्टिंग होता है, उसके बाद उसका क्वालिटी एनालिसिस होता है, और क्वालिटी एनालिसिस होने के बाद वो लॉट नंबर क्रिएट कर दिया जाता है, और वो उसके बाद वो पूरा कंसाइनमेंट उनका जो कोल्ड स्टोरेज है उधर जाके वो स्टोर हो जाता है। बाद में ये जो है जो भी उनका कस्टमर है तो वो सेलेक्ट कर सकते हैं कि कौन सी लॉट में उनको चाहिए बोल के, तो उसके मुताबिक ये लॉट नंबर जो भी है ये फिर से वो पूरा लैब एनालिसिस को जाता है और लैब में वो पूरा जो एवेल्युएशन होने के बाद ये जो प्रोड्यूस है ना इट कैन बी सोल्ड टू EU, मतलब यूरोप या US मार्केट को जाता है। उसके बाद ये उसको प्रोसेसिंग में जाता है, प्रोसेसिंग के बाद भी हम ट्रेसेबिलिटी देते हैं। तो पूरा एंड टू एंड ट्रेसेबिलिटी हम कर रहे हैं, तो टर्मरिक को भी कर रहे हैं और चिली में तो ऑलरेडी वी हैव डन लॉन्ग बैक।
Thank you, Hitesh ji. So now we have another interesting participant who would like to present. He is a doctor, of course, Dr. Santosh Gosavi sir. He is running one FPO in Sangli area, and he is very dynamic and very instrumental in having this turmeric prices from their farmers. Sir Gosavi sir, आप बात कीजिए.
Yeah, sir. Yes, sir. We are here from Sangli. मैं से बात कर रहा हूँ.
हाँ, बोलिए सर. Sir, I think you have to unmute.
Yeah, just a moment. Hello.
Yeah,
do you get my voice?
Yeah, perfectly. Audio, video.
Yeah. Okay. Right now. Okay. तो हम लोग अभी यहाँ, मैं तो फैक्ट्री में ही हूँ, अभी मेरे यूनिट में ही हूँ। तो यहाँ पे हम लोग वाइगाव का और इसका प्रोसेसिंग कर रहे हैं, चिप्स का। जैसे मैंने बात की थी आपसे, हम लोग चिप्स में अभी आए हैं रिसेंटली। तो चिप्स कर रहे हैं, चिप्स को डिहाइड्रेट कर रहे हैं। डिहाइड्रेशन के बाद में जो रिजल्ट्स आ रहे हैं कुर्कुमिन प्रोपोर्शन के, वो बेटर मिल रहे हैं। और टर्मरिक टी के लिए स्पेसिफिकली हम लोग पाउडर में नहीं जा रहे हैं, उसको ग्रैनुलर फॉर्म में लेके आ रहे हैं। ओके, सो अलोंग विथ तुलसी एंड ये अपना ग्रास टी। ओके, तो एक फॉर्मुलेशंस तैयार कर रहे हैं, डिफरेंट फॉर्मुलेशंस वी आर रेडी नाउ, हम लोग कर रहे हैं, ट्राई कर रहे हैं। ओके, और ये जो बात चल रही थी हमारी कल, इट मस्ट to be mentioned on the label कि curcumin proportion, on the basis of the curcumin proportion इसकी प्राइस होनी चाहिए मार्केट में भी, for purchase as well as for the sale.
So do you support that, Gosavi ji? So that can we count?
Yeah, 100%.
Okay, ठीक है.
Thank you.
We have people from नितेश जी करके वो WhatsApp में questions डाले हैं, वो मैं अपना ग्रुप में डाल रहा हूँ, so that वो उसके लिए कुछ आंसर्स चाहिए। आप ट्राई कीजिए गोसावी से आंसर करने के लिए।
जी।
उनका सबसे पहले क्वेश्चन ये है, is there any outsourcing company who can extract curcumin? If then, what is the cost?
आउटसोर्सिंग कंपनीज, अगर हम लोग, इसमें क्या होता है सर, डायरेक्टली अभी यहाँ पे भी है, मेरे पास में भी एक कुर्कुमिन का एक्सट्रैक्टर अवेलेबल है, लेकिन दे आर नॉट एक्सट्रैक्टिंग फ्रॉम द रेगुलर हमारे जो राइजोम्स है उसमें नहीं, उसमें एक कोंचा आता है, वो कोंचा से निकालने वाले ज्यादा लोग हैं।
Okay, are you saying mother rhizomes? कोंचा बोलने से?
कोंचा is the basic rhizome from the stem के अंदर के जो रहता है ना, जो हम लोग पूरा फिंगर, हाँ मदर राइजोम, राइट,
ओके, वेरी गुड,
मदर राइजोम।
तो जितेंद्र जी थोड़ा वेट कीजिए, क्योंकि ये सब ऐसा आउटराइट पूछने से वेबिनार्स में कोई भी कास्टिंग नहीं बताएंगे, लेकिन आपका क्वेश्चन समझ में आ गया, so that we will definitely try to answer that per ton or per quintal how much is the cost जो एक्सट्रैक्ट करने के लिए वो आपको मिलेगा। और उनका दूसरा क्वेश्चन है, if we cultivate 6% plus curcumin turmeric in fingers, is it feasible to extract curcumin? If yes, please contact.
Yes, but depend upon the mother variety. जो variety है उसका अगर सेलम हम लोग पकड़ते हैं तो वो 2-3% वाला ही है, तो उसमें से कुर्कुमिन निकलेगा नहीं।
नहीं, ये कल्टीवेट 6% कुर्कुमिन,
कल्टीवेट तो निकल पाएगा, या कल्टीवेट 6% है, आउटपुट भी 6% मिलेगा अगर उसी रीजन में है। तो अगर रीजन भी चेंज हो गया तो भी तकलीफ होती है।
या चेंज होगा।
या सो अगेन टू गिव ए क्लियर आंसर टू हिम, उनका पूछना ये है, ये अच्छा है क्योंकि ये किसान है, ये पूछ रहे हैं कि अगर हम 6% से ज्यादा कुर्कुमिन वैरायटी अगर ग्रो करेंगे, जो कुर्कुमिन एक्सट्रैक्टर है हमसे खरीदेगा क्या? यस,
वही उसका आंसर वही है कि अगर हम लोग उसको, हाँ, हम लोग उसको टेस्ट करेंगे पहले और टेस्ट रिपोर्ट के साथ में उसके पास जाते हैं तो 100% खरीदेगा।
ओके,
इसके
सडनली
लिए क्या है,
बोलिए सर।
नहीं, इसमें क्या होता है, नॉर्मली फार्मर आर नॉट एबल टू डू द रिपोर्टिंग एंड ऑल दिस थिंग, तो उसकी वजह से उनके लिए वो तकलीफ है।
Actually, since we are answering his questions, he has put one more interesting question. वो बोलता है औरंगाबाद एरिया में अगर हमको कल्टीवेशन करना है कौन सा वैरायटी अच्छा रहेगा? यस, ये क्वेश्चन भी अच्छा है, लेकिन आज अनफॉर्चुनेटली वी डोंट हैव एग्जैक्टली फ्रॉम यूनिवर्सिटी, बट वी विल डेफिनेटली आंसर दिस क्वेश्चन एंड शेयर विद एवरीवन। बहुत इम्पोर्टेंट है ये, बहुत इम्पोर्टेंट है,
बहुत इम्पोर्टेंट है। लेकिन उसके लिए ना जो यूनिवर्सिटी के एग्रोनॉमिस्ट है उनसे ही कंसल्ट करके आप लगाइए, बिकॉज इट ऑल डिपेंड अपॉन द सॉइल कंडीशन, एटमॉस्फेयर, मॉइस्चर, बहुत सारी चीजें हैं, पैरामीटर, उसके हिसाब से ही आपको लगाना चाहिए।
लेकिन ये मैं बहुत अच्छा अप्रिशिएट कर रहा हूँ ये किसान को, क्योंकि ये पूछ रहा है। बहुत सारे किसान
बिल्कुल
उनको फायदा मिलेगा।
लॉट ऑफ फार्मर्स बगल वाले ने लगा दिया, हमने भी लगा दिया, ऐसे हो जाता है, वो गलत है। ये जरूरी है कि ही नीड टू आस्क एंड थिंक अबाउट इट कि आगे क्या हो सकेगा उसको।
वेरी गुड, वेरी गुड। सो ही इज हैविंग अनदर थर्ड क्वेश्चन, probably I think I will answer that. Need pros and cons of traditional processing of wet turmeric, dry turmeric and using sun dryer. Okay, तो नीरज जी आपका क्वेश्चन जो है वेट टर्मरिक आजकल बहुत सारे कुकिंग आइटम्स में यूज कर रहे हैं। इट इज इन ए वेरी इवॉल्विंग स्टेज। जैसे पुणे में कुछ कंपनी से टर्मरिक के पिकल बनाते हैं, नहीं तो नॉर्थ इंडिया में बहुत लोग खाते हैं। और ड्राई टर्मरिक, यस, ड्राई टर्मरिक फिंगर्स as well as slices, there is lot of application, and then sun dryer, yes, इसके बारे में मैं विस्तार से बोलना चाहता हूँ। अभी बहुत जो है टर्मरिक या रेड चिलीज या जिंजर कोई भी जो है ओपन सन ड्राइंग में करते हैं। उससे नुकसान यह होता है कि हम जो सन से रेडिएशन मिलता है उसमें अल्ट्रावायलेट रेस करके रहता है, यूवी रेडिएशन। उसके चलते ड्राइंग के अलावा हमारा प्रोडक्ट का जो कलर है और क्वालिटी है वो उसको खराब कर सकता है। तो इसीलिए सोलर ड्रायर में करने से वो यूवी प्रोटेक्शन मिलेगा, नंबर 1। नंबर 2, जब ओपन ड्राइंग करते हैं बहुत किसान जो है नीचे डाल के करते हैं, टर्पालिन डालते हैं, फिर भी वो अपना वो खेत में ही डाल के करते हैं। उससे भी नुकसान यह होता है कि एफ्लोटॉक्सिन ये सब पकड़ लेता है, तो इसके चलते उनका जो प्रोडक्ट है एक्सपोर्ट होने के लिए मुश्किल होगा। तो ये सब जगह में सोलर ड्रायर जो है बहुत काम में आएगा। और उनका और एक क्वेश्चन है, इन बोथ प्रोसेस इज देयर एनी कुर्कुमिन वेरिएशन? यस, एंड व्हिच इज बेस्ट फॉर कुर्कुमिन प्रोसेसिंग प्रैक्टिस? वेरी गुड क्वेश्चन। अभी गोसावी जी इसलिए बहुत रिसर्च करके हमारे तरह से ही वो लोग भी टर्मरिक स्लाइसेस ही ज्यादा बना रहे, ताकि जो किसान है ड्राई फिंगर्स के अलावा अगर वो स्लाइसेस बनाते हैं, किसान को भी फायदा है, प्रोसेसर को भी फायदा है। प्रोसेसर को फायदा ये है वो अगर कुर्कुमिन एक्सट्रैक्शन करना चाहते हैं, स्लाइसेस से करने से उनका जो कास्टिंग है वो कम बैठेगा। और कंज्यूमर को, ग्राहक को भी बहुत फायदा है, अडल्ट्रेशन फ्री। उसमें तो गोसावी जी एकदम बहुत जोर से एडवाइस करते हैं सब किसान जो है स्लाइसेस करने से, कंज्यूमर स्लाइसेस खरीदने से वो घर में ही टर्मरिक पाउडर बना सकते हैं। सो दीज आर ऑल वेरी न्यू थिंग्स कमिंग अप, ये पॉपुलर होना चाहिए। आई थिंक नीरज जी आपका बहुत आंसर्स दिए हमने। आई थिंक यू शुड बी हैप्पी एंड इवन अदर्स दे गॉट इट। और कोई क्वेश्चंस है सर? थैंक यू गोसावी सर, डॉक्टर संतोष गोसावी सर।
थैंक यू सर, थैंक यू। अगर किसी का कोई क्वेश्चन है रिगार्डिंग स्लाइसेस, एनी टाइम यू आस्क मी, डोंट हैव एनी प्रॉब्लम अबाउट दैट।
Yeah, I think this time almost within 1.5 year, 1.5 hour, we had a lot of interactions, lot of question answers. I think there is a long way to go. But generally, we want to ask one very interesting question. Can we have these webinars going forward on every fortnight basis or monthly basis? So that accordingly we can have.
Sir, if it is possible for fortnight, it is always better. But till the COVID situation, everybody might be fine with it. But once the work are getting
correct. तो ये हम सजेशन ध्यान में रखेंगे.
हाँ, till the COVID तब तक तो हम लोग ये फोर्टनाइट रखेंगे, ज्यादा अच्छा होगा. नया क्या बोलते हैं, दिमाग को चालना मिलती है और नए आइडियाज आना शुरू हो जाता है सभी के दिमाग में.
We have one more question, sir. Which method is right for curcumin percentage testing? Whether ASTA or HPLC, and what is the basic difference in both? Oh, very nice question. Actually, we should get somebody from ITC. Yeah.
HPLC is the better option.
Any specific reason, sir? He is asking.
No, specific reason is not that. Accuracy is there, and what happens? Moreover, throughout the world, this system is approved, and सब लोग accept करते हैं इसलिए.
Yeah, in fact, even I have this kind of question because I will tell you the reason. Every week I go through a lot of reports, test reports. तो वो टेस्ट रिपोर्ट में कोई लिखता है आस्टा, कोई लिखता है HPLC. तो ये सबसे बहुत कंफ्यूजन होता है क्योंकि कुछ लैब्स तो आजकल वो कुर्कुमिन परसेंटेज भी इतना बड़ा चढ़ा के देते हैं, तो बहुत मुश्किल होता है. तो आपके हिसाब से गोसावी सर बोलते हैं कि HPLC मेथड जो है बहुत अच्छा है कंपेयर टू आस्टा.
कंपेयर टू आस्टा, राइट. क्या होता है, ये स्टैंडर्ड जो है, इंटरनेशनल स्टैंडर्ड्स IS बोलते हैं. एज पर दैट
we are not able to hear you, sir.
Hello.
Yeah, अभी.
Yeah, do you get me?
Yeah, now it is audible, sir.
हाँ, थोड़ा सा डिस्टर्बेंस है. या वही बोला मैंने कि HPLC इज द इंटरनेशनल स्टैंडर्ड के हिसाब से अगर देखा जाए ना, तो सब लोग और मान लेते हैं इस स्टैंडर्ड को, इसीलिए. और हम लोग जहाँ NABL एक्रेडिटेड लैब्स है, हेलो, NABL एक्रेडिटेड लैब्स में जो है वही स्टैंडर्ड्स फॉलो किए जाते हैं.
ओके सर, और एक क्वेश्चन आया है, व्हाट इज PTS 10 वैरायटी?
नहीं, शॉर्ट फॉर्म में मुझे पता नहीं है. PTS 10
मेरे को भी एग्जैक्टली
इन विच रीजन इट इज, नहीं मुझे भी, मैंने सुना भी नहीं है नाम.
ओके नीलेश जी,
फ्रॉम विच रीजन इट इज?
या वी विल डेफिनेटली आंसर दिस.
नेक्स्ट के लिए रखते हैं.
या
आंसर दिस.
So otherwise, I think if everybody is okay, can we conclude the session here?
Yeah.
Or shall we take more questions? Whatever. Yeah, I think we have now almost no questions, and also it's more than here. It's very nice since we are interacting every fortnight. तो मेरा विनती है पार्टिसिपेंट से, बाकी लोग से, आप लिख के रखो और मेल करो, नहीं तो व्हाट्सएप करो, तो वो क्वेश्चंस को भी हम स्ट्रक्चर करके उसी हिसाब से प्रेजेंटेशंस करवाएंगे. तो बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद सबको. थैंक यू वेरी मच.
बहुत धन्यवाद.
नेक्स्ट प्रोग्राम जो है 13 जून को है, उसके बारे में फिर से हम कम्युनिकेट करेंगे.
Fantastic webinar. Thank you all.
Especially this time we should thank Dr. Subhash sir, Biplab sir, and entire Northeast team, like even from Manipur, Meghalaya, everybody has taken part and participated in this. We are very happy. So we want to see more and more people coming to meet. Language का थोड़ा तकलीफ है, तो कैसे सॉल्व करना है ये थोड़ा ढूंढेंगे।
नहीं, नो इश्यूज सर।
बहुत धन्यवाद सर।
थैंक यू।
लोगों ने आगे आके बात करनी चाहिए, इम्पोर्टेंट वही है। दैट्स इट।
ठीक है। ओके सर, थैंक यू ऑल।
थैंक यू वेरी मच।
थैंक यू ऑल, बाय त्याला इन्फेक्शन झाले मोठे. चलो हो गया बंद भाई, इतना बड़ा इन्फेक्शन झालेलं आहे त्याला.